Hey guys, and welcome to game number 26 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'll be taking on the AI-powered Scrabble bot BestBot in a 100-game match. We're officially now through the first quarter of our series and sitting at a 10-15 record, so not bad at all considering the start we had. We're currently on pace to win 40 out of 100 games if this exact record continues, but we'll see. Hopefully we can do a little bit better than that. Bot opens with Vexed pretty quickly, and kind of a tricky rack for us here. Two C's and a G, and Vexed doesn't take any hooks. So, yeah, what do I want to do with this? I don't see anything particularly good. I definitely want to get rid of the G and probably one of the C's. There really isn't a good way to get rid of a C and a G here at all. Like, I mean, how do I even do that whatsoever? Like, I definitely am not going to do something like this, right? It's 18 points, but it keeps CCGO, which is horrendous, and also gives back a pretty big hotspot. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, wow, this is actually surprisingly difficult to work with. I mean, that's so bad. CEG is a terrible leave. Like, I might actually do this. I guess I could also trade. That just seems wrong. Like, this doesn't feel like that bad a rack. This doesn't feel like a rack that's bad enough to trade with. But maybe it's reasonable? I don't know. I can't believe trading is the right play here. That just seems insane. Like, I guess with Gox, at least the nice thing is it also makes the bot's life very difficult, right? Because if I trade, then the bot could have some overlaps with Vex. It's definitely Gox, I would think, especially also blocks the floating E for the most part. Probably reduces the bot's average score by a good bit. I still get 12 points, and sleeve is not good, but it could improve. And I'm sort of like, if my life is difficult, then I might as well just make my opponent's life difficult too if I don't have anything to do. And I guess I don't feel like trading is warranted here. So yeah, I mean, in the absence of better options, which either are not there or I'm just failing to see them, I'm going to play Gox. Alright, not a bad draw at all things considered. I pull MS out of the bag. So, still kind of clunky with the two C's. Like, I trust me, I definitely don't like two C's, but CG is not that much better than CC. Yeah, the bot just plays Pew, so kind of keeping with the theme of just not giving anything back. And see, now I might trade because I actually have a bunch of good stuff to keep. And with the Pews right there, I have a decent chance of hitting a bingo. And I mean, what? I guess I could also play Tech, though. Yeah, that's maybe worth it. Sets up another S hook. It's kind of aggressive, but I have an S, and I don't necessarily know if the bot does. I mean, it could easily play Pew without holding an S if it's got a bunch of consonants. So this isn't unreasonable. It does take an H as well, but I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, Tech is an option. I mean, I could go like, wow, this would actually be funny. This is like super, super defensive. I mean, we're talking like if I were to do this, like, I mean, what is the bot even going to do? Like, this is actually enticing, just, like, it literally gives back nothing. I mean, there's this sect hook, but, like, there is nothing to do here. I mean, I'm still going to be down a little bit, and this lead is not good. I don't think I want to do it, but it's actually kind of an intriguing option. So, alright, I think it's, yeah, I guess it's between nap. I don't really like that. If my leave were a little better and maybe I was up, I would do it, but I'm not quite prepared to do that here. So it's probably between trade 3, keeping ECST or EMST, Tech, and Sec. I don't necessarily hate any of them. I guess the real question is Tech worth it? I mean, it's still 11 points. The M is not a bad tile, it's just that this is a little consonant heavy. If I draw one vowel, though, I could easily still pull a bingo. And I kind of like being aggressive with the S in hand. Like, after Vexed and Pew, like, yeah, I mean, Pew probably signals a rack that's not horrible, but it certainly doesn't necessarily mean the bot has an S. And if the bot doesn't have an S, like, this board is also just absolutely dreadful for it. So a lot of the time this is going to be similarly annoying as the sec play I was talking about before. Like, if the bot doesn't have an S, like, what is it even doing? So, let's go for it. Alright, there we go. I got some browse, and, actually, do I not have a 7 here, though? Huh. I actually don't think I have a 7 in that rack. I just assumed I did, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't actually think I do. The bot did have an S and also a blank, so it bingos with Pavanes. Vicontes doesn't fit. Do I not have a bingo here? How will this P? Wow. I don't think I have a bingo. Amazing. That's definitely unfortunate, to say the least. Huh. Wow, yeah, competes. Compiest is not good. Yeah, metopic, but that doesn't take an S. Dang. Cosmetic. Alright, yeah, I don't think I'm bingoing here. So, with that in mind, do I want to just do this? I mean, obviously the leave is really good. See, what I'm a little worried about, though, is if the bot just underlaps, like, now that the bot bingoed with text, I'm at a huge disadvantage because the board is horrible. Like, I've sort of created this monster for myself. Like, I was hoping that I would be able to bingo there, and then the bot just completely foiled me and bingoed. So I've kind of created this monster that I was hoping would hurt the bot, and it's now actually coming back to hurt me, which can happen when you play like this, but I'm a little nervous, like I said, after this. The bot just plays something under there with Ami or Ama, and then, like, I'm already kind of out of bingo lines. I think I need to do something a little bit more productive. I'm also down 95. I'm down a lot. So, I could do maybe Compt. Now, of course, putting the C here I don't love, but it sets up an S hook that's really annoying to deal with if the bot doesn't have an S. Because, like, it's just not easy to block that without giving back a substantial amount. So that's not bad. Could also play Cum or even Comet. See, the problem with Cum, though, is it's just very easy to overlap. So I think what I would actually do, right, because with this OME, it's just so easy for him to play for 30 or 40 there, and it just blocks everything. So I think what I would actually do, believe it or not, is play Mice, which, I mean, OST is definitely a worse lead than IST, but it's impossible to overlap because the C doesn't make any two other words. So the idea is the bot, it sort of forks the board. If the bot plays through the M, then I still have this nice 7 line under here, and if the bot plays over there, I have the M. So it sort of forces the bot to leave me at least one line next turn. And I mean, let's face it, OST isn't that much worse than IST. There's also quite a lot of I's left, so I could run into eye trouble keeping IST anyway. I think this is fine. Probably still better than Compt, just because putting the C there is just really not something I want to do. So yeah, it's definitely unfortunate that I don't have a bingo now. I'd really love to bingo, but I can't. And yeah, again, just OM, I don't think this, I need the points, and it's just too easy for the bot to shut it down. I need to be proactive at this kind of deficit against the bot. So yeah, let's do Mice. Not really what I wanted. F and a W isn't gonna help me here. But, okay, so bot plays Jink pretty quickly. So I do have that S hook, which, I mean, I just can't really use it now for anything. So what do I want to do? I mean, I'm not really dying to do that. This is probably my best play on equity. Again, the problem is it just really blocks up the board, which I don't want to do. I'm not sure I want to do Waif, though. It's such a huge equity sacrifice. Like, I can't afford to start sacrificing points. I also need to stay within striking distance. I don't think I have much from this N, which would be nice. I'm definitely not at the point where I'm going to try something like this, right? I mean, there's still 2 S's and a blank unseen. If there was maybe like just 1 S unseen at this point, sure, maybe I would try it, but I'm not, if I were down like 170 and I didn't care about spread, then this is maybe the kind of thing I would try. Of course, trying to set up the S for a massive play, but I'm not quite at that point yet. Oh, actually, you know what? I just realized I have Meow. Yeah, that's got to be best, right? I mean, the leave is not great, Fist, but scores more than Coif, and it also leaves this line open under the PE potentially. So I think that has to be better. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Meow. Not a great draw here either, but at least I have Nifty, so hopefully that stays open. Dang it! That was fast. So much for that. Yeah, now I'm down over 100. And I don't have much. I don't have much at all. Yeah, I don't even know. I probably have to do this. I mean, yeah, it's definitely aggressive, and the bot's probably just going to play to the Y and score. But like, I got to get rid of this stuff I have. I have two I's, an F, and a Y. I got to get rid of it. This at least scores pretty well. And in addition to the Y, it gives me a T and an I to work with. I need everything to work with I can, because I mean, this top left of the board is just looking really bad and hard. Going to be hard to access. I'll probably end up having to play something with like Ope just to force it open, but until then, I think this is reasonable. Just again, I need to make something happen quickly. I'm down 111 points, so I think I'm going to do it. And did I get anything here? I got another S, but I don't think I have any bingos. I have to imagine the bot is going to just play through that Y. After which, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to do. Like I said, this board is just so bad already. Like I did with Tech, I guess I did take a bit of a risk and kind of just paint myself into this corner after the bot's bingo. But of course I had no idea the bot was about to bingo, and I could have easily bingoed myself. Alright, bot plays lay-in. So what do I want to do? Still down 116 points. That's a lot of points. Yeah, I mean, do I need to do... Like, I absolutely despise this kind of play, because the thing is also, it only scores 14 points, and if I get a bingo on the C column, it's not even going to reach the double, and it's not going to score much. It's like, this whole left side of the board is just like really impossible to access right now, and I don't think this helps me. I mean, there's no C's left for Capo. Abo doesn't take anything. Yeah, this doesn't help me at all to access the left. Like, it's just so hard to access that part of the board right now. I mean, it's going to be pretty tough, too, for me to hit a 9 through the PE. I have no idea what to do here. All my options are pretty bad. I mean, I guess the equity play is like this. Maybe that's just fine for now. I mean, try to hit something. Yeah, I guess if I can like hit something from this B or to this T. Like, I'm just not at the point quite yet where I feel like I need to start doing this or want to start doing that. Like, it's hard to give up that many points. And A and OSS, it's not like that's a great lead. It's pretty clunky, actually. Like, I'm not even, I don't think, that likely to get a bingo on my next turn. So, yeah, I think this is probably fine. It's not the easiest play to overlap either. So, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm far from thrilled about this play. But I just don't have a lot of good options, and I need to bingo ASAP. And this probably does the best I can at facilitating that. So, alright, let's do it. What did I get here? Anything? Don't think so, unfortunately. Bonsai plus an A, and the bot plays Madre for a lot there. And yeah, I don't have a lot. Didn't really get me too much on the bottom, I don't think. I mean, I might just have to play this. It's pretty ugly. But, I mean, it keeps a good lead at least. And, I mean, if I don't bingo next turn, then it's definitely looking like things are probably not going to be going my way this game. I don't think I have anything here yet. I'd have to go with an N, I think, after HE. So that's not going to be doable, I don't think. I mean, I could do something like this, but I really don't want to keep the B. I don't have any... No. Okay. Alright, I think Oba it is. I mean, I just don't have anywhere to really score more. So, alright, yeah, let's just do that. And hopefully I can get a good draw here. Well, I have Alienist if that stays open. So, hopefully the bot decides to be nice and leave that line open just one more turn. It probably won't. I mean, it's definitely the best bingo line on the board. And, like, if I were the bot, I would probably block it. But we'll see what it does. Yeah, if not that, then I think I really do need to start probably playing something like Lipe and just opening the left. Because, like, if I don't get Alienist down, then, I mean, I'm just out of space, right? Like, assuming the bot blocks over here, then there's literally nowhere to go. I mean, this whole, like, top part of the board is just completely unused. And I'm going to need to access it at some point if I want any chance of winning this game. I could also maybe try something like Lave. That's actually interesting because, yeah, okay, it does block Alienist, as I thought it would. Obviously, this Leave is not great, but there's only 2 eyes left. It's not that likely to get duplicated. There's also only 1 S left. So this is annoying for the bot to block, which is something I definitely want. Light is just a lot easier, I think, to block. I mean, you can play, like, Parallel. Well, I guess that would probably give back a hook, but I mean, the bot could even just play something here or, like, through the L. I think... Yeah, Lave, it keeps a worse leave, but I need to prioritize just giving myself some chances and creating some good lines. And this is a good line, because if the bot doesn't have the S for Slave, then it's very, very difficult to block effectively without giving something else back. So I think this is called for here, and hopefully I can just get lucky and get a good rack. Well, that's a good rack. That's a very good rack. Drew, what did I draw there? I drew GT blank. So I imagine I should be bingoing. I have many, many bingos ending in S, of course, like timings or something like that. I have anything that doesn't put a tile in the triple? Maybe not. Ignites. Sifting. Yeah, it's... Oh, no, Insight doesn't quite work. Tilings, listing, silting. Yeah, it might not be possible to end in ST here. Or something like that. Suiting, sitting. Yeah, so many words ending in ING or INGS. Alright, so we're just going to have to wait and see what the bot does, but it's, like I said, it's not going to be easy for it to block that spot without having the last S. Because if it plays down the F column, it'll be giving me back many 8s to play through, which, especially with my rack, I'll certainly be able to use. And it does elect to do that. Interesting. So it plays Torta. Wow. Just blowing it open. So I've got a plethora now of bingos, of course, through pretty much all of those tiles. And what I need to keep in mind is I'm going to bingo here, which is great, but I'm still going to be down like 50 points. Because my bingo will score about 70. That'll get me to 240-ish, and I'll still be down 50. So I need to probably plan on bingoing here and trying to leave the board open in a way that would allow me to bingo again without too much difficulty. So what do I want to do? Yeah, I mean, pretty much my options are playing through the O and the R. I don't think playing through the T makes sense. It'll score a lot less and give back a lot more. What do I have here? I have a Jingoist. That's actually not bad. Scores 70. Gives me a nice line above the T here. Gives me some floaters on the left. Yeah, this keeps lines open on both halves of the board pretty well. Probably scores as well as I'm going to. Yeah, I think this is reasonable, actually. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, boy. Wow. That was not the draw I needed to try to finish off this comeback at all. Yikes. Yeah, now Hardy for 43. I mean, there were 4 U's still unseen, so I guess I shouldn't be too shocked. I think Puke is forced. I mean, I can't trade here. I'm down enough. I need to score something. This actually scores. Keeps EEI. Maybe I can somehow draw something. I don't even know what, but I mean, this has to be my best play. Like, what else am I going to do here? I have 2 U's and 3 E's and an I. So, let's see. Yeah, probably not going to cut it. I mean, I do have plays like zone through this end, but I mean, I need more than that. I'm going to definitely need a bingo here. Maybe there's something I could fish for. It's going to be tough, though. I mean, yeah, I don't even know what I could fish for. I need something starting with an E or a U over here. And the bot just plays flirts. Leaving 1 in the bag, blocking up the left. Yeah, so probably... I mean, there's probably nothing I can even really do. I mean, I can try to do like this, setting up the Z. There are no hooks to edit in the pool. It's not the craziest idea. Even just for endgame spread. Well, I guess the bot could probably just play dash most of the time. That's the thing. Like, unless the A is in the bag, it's just going to play dash and block it. So it actually doesn't really do much. Is there anything to fish for? No. I mean, anything I fish for that I don't even know what I could hit, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I don't even know what I could fish for, and anything I were to go for, the bot would just block. I don't think I have any crazy, like, Z setups. I mean, obviously, anything like this is just going to get blocked and only cost me spread. So, I think I probably, unfortunately, need to throw in the towel here, which is disappointing. It didn't really feel like I really ever had much of a chance this game. Alright, so what is my best shot? I mean, just like doze or something? Is the bot threatening to bingo out? I guess it is, right? With unlated. Huh. So I should probably block that, right? With 2 E's still unseen. I'd imagine I'd want to do something about that. So I can't play doze. I need to play something higher up. I don't want to play like rush or something like that because that would give back re-landed potentially. Yeah, it's not that easy for me to block unlated. Especially while playing off the Z, which I probably want to do. I mean, I have to block that. If it happens 2 out of 8 times, that's enough that I think I need to address it. I just don't know how I am supposed to effectively address it. I mean, do I... How about... See, I mean, this sets up the Z, but it doesn't really set it up in an effective way. Because it's not likely I'm going to have anything ending in the Z. I mean, is there anything else I can do here? Not much. I'm down to a minute. Shoot. I mean, maybe this isn't terrible at least, just to block the bingo and force the bot to play dash, and it might not be able to go out next turn, and I can go out in 2. I don't know. It's probably actually not horrible, come to think of it. Like I said, I stopped the bingo, I probably forced to play like a dash, and then it probably won't be able to go out. So, alright, let's do that. Well, alright, turns out that the bot would not have bingoed out anyway. So yeah, I expect dash will come pretty quickly here. I don't know what else the bot would reasonably do in this position. I mean, you need to block the Z spot, that's for sure. And then yeah, dash I suppose keeps Dudine to go out, but I should be able to block that with something through the D, I would imagine. So yeah, still waiting to see what the bot does over here. But like I said, I imagine it's going to be dash. Assuming so, do I just play doze? Because then I can't go out. ILUR. Huh. Ousel? That doesn't, I don't think, play anywhere. Yeah, dash comes down. And yeah, so I want to block Dudine. I don't think the bot has another out. I don't know if I can go out in 2, though. Or maybe louder? Does that go out? I just need to not get stuck. Yeah, louder should go out. And yeah, I don't think the bot has another out if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I have fizz and tiz. So I'm going out. Unless I'm missing something, the bot does not have another out. So let's do it. Undine, okay. And fizz. Oh, I think I'm going to get 300 even. So at least I'll break 300, barely. It was a pretty rough game. Yeah, I think fizz is best. Oh, at 5 seconds. All right, let's do it. Yeah, that's funny. 400 to 300. Ugly, ugly game. That's really low scoring. Only 700 combined points. I don't know if I've ever had a game that ended 400 to 300 before. That's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know here. I mean, I feel like I just, after Pavanes, I just really never got a good rack to materialize. But I don't know. Maybe there was something I missed here. Yeah, I saw exec, but I mean, I don't know. CGOT? Yeah, like, see, all these options are horrible. Gox is way down, but look, the valuation is 5.28. Exec, which is the top static play, is 7.76. That's only like 2 points better on static. That's not a lot at all. And I mean, this is still an ugly play, right? I mean, yes, CGOT is just dreadful. I mean, I'm not saying CCEET is a good leave. It's not. But it still is a little bit better for the board in terms of trying to be restrictive if that's my goal, just because it doesn't give back an S hook or a C to play through. I don't know. This is a really ugly turn. I can sort of live with, I mean, even, maybe I should just play get, actually, to at least unduplicate the vowels. Maybe that's a little better. Maybe I'm supposed to play get. Maybe I am supposed to trade. I don't even know, guys. Like, maybe I just trade 6 and bite the bullet. It's just, it felt so unnatural trading here. Like, this rack doesn't feel that bad. It's not like I have 6 vowels or the Q and 5 other consonants or something. Like, it's not that bad a rack. Okay, so the bot did keep a very good leave here with Pew. I guess Sect would have, or actually Sect, maybe would have worked out well, as it turns out, given what the bot had, having the blank and the S. I mean, although at the same time, like, the bot would have just played Gap or something over here and opened the board and then bingoed sooner or later. And it just didn't feel like a good enough situation. I mean, I'm still down a little bit. CMT is not a very good leave. I mean, I have the T for Sect, but what am I going to do with it? If I play there, I'm just even reopening, and at some point I have to play, right? I'm still down, so if the bot just sort of waits for me to open, I'm going to have to be the one to open anyway, and it felt like at that point I might as well just at least create an opening that benefits me, or it seemed like it would benefit me, holding the S. Of course, I didn't know that the bot held an S and just drew a blank, and was about to bingo pretty much no matter what I did. So yeah, no bingo for me here. Like I said, Mice is definitely not best on static. Compt is higher as is Cum, but with Cum it's just too easy. As I mentioned, the bot's just going to play like a 3 or 4 word on row 13 under the O, M, and E, going to score like 30 or 40 points and also just block everything. And I'm just basically helping the bot accomplish exactly what it wants to do, namely score and shut down the board at this point in the game. So Mice at least makes it tougher for the bot to do that at the expense of a slightly worse leave, but that's definitely worth it here. Bot plays Jink instead of Niqab, probably with the idea, see, this is an instructive position, right? Because a lot of people will be like, oh, I can get rid of the Q. I always want to get rid of the Q, let's just do it. And I think the main reason here, I mean, yeah, you don't want to put a B there. It's not that risky to put a B there, right? I mean, it's, I could have a word starting with like ab or ob. Sure, I could triple. It's very unlikely. I think the bigger reason that the bot played Jink is because with this leave, it's super likely with still 8 eyes unseen to hit Niqab for 51 next turn from this end, which it turns out it did. So this is actually not a bad leave on this board. It's not that likely that I'm going to play from this end. And when I don't and the bot draws an eye, it's going to have a pretty big play there. And that's exactly what happened. I played Meow. Yeah, Leave is not terrible, actually. I mean, score's only 7 less. The leave is, well, the W is worse than the F, but the E is a lot better than the I. I think Meow is still fine. And yeah, this would really, really hurt, because I was about to play Nifty for a nice score to clean up the rack and also open up the board here. I think Sidify is force. I mean, it's just, oh, this is just ugly. I mean, keeping IIST, the bot blocks the bottom, and then what am I doing? Like, I just lose, basically. I'm going to have to play, like, it here next turn. This is just, it's too slow. Like, I need to be aggressive. Unfortunately, so if I had Alanine but didn't play, yeah, I mean, here, again, just, I mean, my options are terrible. Like, I saw this, but, I mean, H and OSS is really rough if I'm trying to bingo. Yeah, I mean, all these plays are ugly. I mean, I don't think this is bad, necessarily. Of course, it turns out I gave back a very big underlap. Yeah, even here, I keep making all the best plays more or less, at least on static. And I mean, I don't think strategically these plays I'm making are bad. Like, yeah, Avo, it doesn't even open anything. Again, the only thing that goes before Apo is a C, and there's no C's left, only one blank. Nothing goes before Avo. It just doesn't accomplish anything. So I think this is fine. I did hit a bingo with Alienist, but unfortunately it was blocked. And yeah, see, like this is where static value starts to break down, right? Like QI is what HastyBot would play, it's what Crackle Speedy Player would play. And sure, AEILNS is a fantastic leave. But what's it going to do you on a board where there is nowhere to bingo? It's just going to be a bunch of 1-point tiles that don't score anything. So you're much better off being proactive here. And of course, IINS is not a good leave, especially with this rack. I would never want to keep both I's. I'd want to get rid of them. But I'm down 126 points. I need to bingo immediately. There's only 30 tiles left in the bag. Time is going to start running out soon. After the play of Groin by the bot, there's just nowhere to go. I need to create a lane. I need to bingo immediately. So I'm going to have to hope to get lucky anyway. So in these kind of positions, if you're trying to win, you got to deprioritize your leaves sometimes and just create the lane and hope for a good draw. And that's what I got here. I got a very good draw. Jingoist is my only 70-pointer. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, this just doesn't seem better. Like, this makes the right very easy to hit with anything starting with a vowel and keeps the left open. Unfortunately, I got absolutely hammered by this nightmare draw. And yeah, I mean, this just seems forced. That has Fiddler's minus an E, just plays Flirts to exhaust the left. And yeah, I could have played Doze, but once again, if I draw an E, the bot bingoes out with Unlated, so no good reason to allow that. Bot plays Dash to block my Z plays. Fusel. Well, that I don't want to do that because then the bot goes out with Dudine, so I'm better off blocking that. Yeah, I think, I don't know if my play is completely optimal, but I think it's pretty close to optimal, if not, because it is an out and two. And there aren't too many out and twos there. With ZOU, it's not all that easy. And the bot, why not? I wonder why I didn't play Duvet. Is that not better? I mean, doesn't that net 2 more? Do I have a better out? Because I thought, Yeah, why would Undine be better? I mean, either way, aren't I going out with Fizz? Did I miss a better out? No. That's weird. I mean... it says Undine blocks Zin up here. Okay, that's why. Okay, I didn't see Zin before. And I mean, it's not like Zin is that exciting an out, but it's 22 and Fizz is 17. So if Undine nets 2 worse on points and rack value left, and that's 5 more on blocking my out, so it ends up being in whole 3 points better than Duvet. Okay, that makes sense now. Yeah, I just didn't see Zin at first for some reason. Okay, I mean, honestly, guys, like, I don't know, what did I do wrong here? Like, I feel like I played pretty well. Maybe the first 2 turns were probably the only turns that were really ones where maybe I went wrong. Gox was I mean, that's just an ugly looking play. Gox for 12 keeping 2 E's and 2 C's, but all my options were ugly. And then Tech, I don't know. I mean, I don't really regret it. I think it was reasonably aggressive, not unreasonably. And of course, the bot just happened to have the S and have to have just drawn the blank and hit me with a bingo there and then just completely locked the board down. So, I don't know. Maybe those 2 turns I should have done something different. After that, after Prevains, I think I played pretty well. I mean, there was no turn I can pinpoint where I'm like, oh, I really wish I did something else. So, I mean, it was a rough game. I can't complain about it too much, though. These games, as we've seen, are going to happen. And at least I think I gave it a reasonable effort. I mean, if I didn't draw E-E-E-U-U-I after Jingoist, maybe I could have pulled something and had a chance. But that's not what happened. And we do get this fairly amusing score of exactly 400 to 300, which is... pretty funny. So, yeah, not the most fun game, but hope it was still instructive and enjoyable to watch. Appreciate the support as always. And yeah, that's it for this one, but I will see you soon for game number 27. Thanks, guys, and have a good one. Bye-bye. Hey, guys, thanks for watching the video. With the holiday season coming up, I wanted to remind you that I do offer Scrabble lessons, and they can make a really fun gift if you have a family member or friend who loves Scrabble and might be interested in learning about tournaments or just having a fun experience while getting a few tips on taking their game to the next level. If you might be interested, then click the image right here, which will take you to the lessons page of my website, which also has some additional information and reviews from past players who have given lessons.
If you might be interested or have any further questions, feel free to contact me on my website or on my email, both of which I'll post in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys.